Not all wardrobe pieces are created equal. Some are worth investing in, whilst others don't require a hefty price tag. And when I say invest, I don't mean spend a whole month's paycheck. It's about finding quality within your budget. And let's not also forget shopping pre-loved, because there are so many great deals to be found there too. In this video, I'll also be styling a few pieces from Idyl, a brand that makes beautiful diamond jewelry and some of my everyday favorites. I've said it before and I will say it again, accessories are more important than the clothes. They are what turn clothes into an outfit. And one category I'm always happy to spend a little bit more on: belts. Not all my belts are expensive. In fact, the one that I'm wearing now is actually this incredible leather one from a market in Italy. But I have found that last year, the few that I did spend a little bit more money on just made my outfits so much better. Side note, someone asked for a belt video, and whilst this isn't my full collection, I'm just gonna show you some of my favorites. I have to start with the De Hanche Hollyhock snakeskin belt, my most worn belt of last year. I almost feel bad showing this to you again because I'm sure you must be sick of seeing it. I just think it instantly elevates any outfit, and honestly just give me one in every color because they come in so many different leathers and golds and silvers, and just one of each would be great. On the opposite end of the scale, my Isabel Marant, is it Pilecki? Is that how you pronounce it? It's Lecce. I never know how to say it, and I've had this belt for years. This is like a super understated, elegant belt. Like I said, I bought it years ago when I was living in Sydney, so it must have been like 4 or 5 years ago now maybe. And it's just perfect for those like minimal luxury looks. Next, I have this beautiful leather belt that I got from a boutique in Ibiza. I love purchasing one-of-a-kind pieces like this. This came from a specialist like leather shop in Ibiza, and the owner of the shop, this like very sweet old man, he even repolished it and re-shined this belt before I bought it. And it's just those small touches, those details. You know that so much love went into a piece like this, which makes me love it more as well. And then lastly, this studded belt from Black & Brown London, which is another piece that I haven't stopped wearing lately. It is this amazing thick leather belt. I think the quality from Black & Brown is so good. I've got quite a few of their belts now. The stitching is flawless, and I just love these like giant studs on it. I think it's super cool, and it really makes a statement for my very simple outfits. Another accessory that I think is worth investing in is a good pair of sturdy sunglasses. I don't even mean a pair of like high-end designer sunglasses. Even, you know, Ray-Ban, which is like quite a good mid-range price. I've got a pair of Ray-Bans that I've had since I was in my teenage years. I think I was 15 when I bought them. I was gonna say, and they still work. Obviously they still work. I mean, you know, they're still a great pair of sunglasses that have lasted me 16 years. You can just tell like the weight of the plastic and the lenses and the hinges are so much better than like a cheap sort of like flimsy pair of sunglasses. I also would not go trendy with sunglasses. I learned that the hard way when I bought these Dior ones years and years ago. Do you guys remember the craze of these sunglasses? To be fair, in my defense, I was in my early 20s, so I was still learning, I was still experimenting. But now, I mean, I would never wear these anymore now because they're just so trend-led. I think just get a pair that suit your face, forget about the trends. Something that will suit your face will stand the test of time because it's always going to suit you. Just like accessories, I think your everyday jewelry is something that is worth investing in. The pieces that you can wear all the time without worrying that they are going to tarnish or break. I had a bit of a jewelry clear out recently, and unfortunately I had to get rid of a couple of pieces that had tarnished. And it's just such a waste of money. Now that I think back to it, I would have much rather put my money into buying one or two, like solid gold pieces instead of cheaper ones that unfortunately I now have to get rid of. I wear my jewelry every day when I'm sleeping, when I'm showering, when I'm going to the gym, and I just don't have time to constantly take things on and off because, we have things to do, okay? And I think that even when my personal style evolves, my jewelry pretty much always stays the same. These are the pieces that evolve with me. That's why I believe in buying high quality, solid gold pieces that can handle being worn day in, day out and won't break and won't tarnish. Some of my everyday pieces are from Idyl, and if you have watched any of my videos before, this will be no surprise to you because I've been wearing them for years. If you're looking for jewelry that is elegant, effortlessly chic, and made to last, then I highly recommend Idyl. They're a family-run jewelry company based in Antwerp, which is also known as the diamond capital of the world. Founded by Ornella Ciso and her brother Ori, even their parents help out using their diamond expertise to do final checks on each piece in their in-house atelier. You also get a certificate of authenticity with each order, so you know that each piece has been quality controlled and hand-checked in-house. I just think that what the brand are doing is incredible. They are a 90% female-run team. They use lab-grown diamonds for traceability and sustainability. They use 14-karat gold, so you know your pieces are not going to fade or tarnish. And their pieces are a modular concept. So you have one stud and multiple ways to mix and match, making it easy to create unique and personal stacks. I'll show you some of my favorite stacks that I've made over the years. So firstly, let me just show you these studs alone. I've got one stud in the petite size and one in the medium size so that you can compare. Then I've added in the Leah in the first stud, which is this beautiful pear diamond. And I have the Uma in the second, which is a really elegant teardrop shape. And you can just see how impressively sparkly each diamond is. They also have mini stackers, which are great for more subtle everyday wear, but by no means any less sparkly. These are the Ray and the Gia. I think they look so cute paired together. And you can see how all their pieces work together to create this perfect stacking ecosystem. So here I've mixed the Uma and the Ray here together. And then I also have the Leah again, with a stud in the middle and then the Gia at the end. They also do necklaces, and the one that you would have seen me wear time and time again in my videos is the Ava, which is a pear diamond. But the one that I am currently wearing at the moment is called the Layla, which is an evil eye that is the most sparkly evil eye that you will ever see. It's just so beautiful. You can also create a free account on Idyl's website, and this gives you early access to new drops, any promotions that they might have going on. And by having an account, you can save loyalty points to use on your next orders. So if you're thinking of getting something, you can use my code Adeline10 for 10% off your order. And then you must make sure that you create an account so that you can store up your loyalty points for up to 20% off your next order. As all their pieces are made to be mixed and matched and worn together, it just makes sense to store up points so that you can get discounts on your next add-ons. If you're looking for a last-minute Valentine's Day gift, then look no further. Idyl offer worldwide free shipping and 30-day returns. Thank you, Idyl, for partnering with me on this video and for creating some of my all-time favorite jewelry staples. Despite it being sunny today, we are still in the deep depths of winter, and the only thing getting me through another few weeks of 4 p.m. sunsets are all my warm layers. Anything that's going to stop you from feeling like a human popsicle is worth the money. First up, base layers. My go-to is Uniqlo Heat Tech. Such great staples. You can wear them under anything and everything, and they even do ones that have like a lower neckline so they can go completely undetected. They also come in different thicknesses. So the thin ones are fine for UK winters, but when I went to Finland last year, Yeah, it was minus 30 degrees. Basically, it's the kind of cold that makes you question all of your life choices. And those ultra thick Uniqlo base layers were worth every penny. The only thing about Uniqlo heat tech is that they are synthetic. So if you do want to invest a bit more money, I really like these merino wool layers from COS. They are really thin, but really warm, and I think that they're worth the money, especially if you want a natural fiber that is a really good base layer. Merino wool is the best. I've also been living in my thick wool and cashmere jumpers all winter. Some of these pieces are years old, but because I invested in high quality ones, they have lasted me and they will continue to last me for a long time. But I also want to say that, obviously I didn't go out and buy all of these all at once. It took me years to build up my knitwear collection, especially if you want to invest in really high quality pieces. And I was very intentional about what I added and when. I spent time thinking about what I actually wear, what will serve me long term, and what would be worth the money. So if you are working on building your wardrobe, be patient with yourself. It's not about rushing to have everything right now. It's about curating a collection of pieces that you will love to wear for years to come. Basically, past me made some great decisions, unlike those trendy Dior sunglasses that I never want to touch again. And if you're wondering, how do I find high quality pieces? Well, don't worry. I've got you. May I gently direct you to this video where I break it all down for you. I'll have it linked in the description box. Now let's talk about coats, because for the first time in my life, I did not hate winter this year. Wild, I know. And I think it's because I've added some really, really warm coats to my wardrobe. What's that phrase? There's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing. I looked it up and apparently it came from this guy called Alfred Wainwright. And I mean, just look at him, smoke that pipe. He definitely knows what he's talking about. I live in the UK where I wear a coat like 6 months of the year, and so coats are very, very important to me. So here are 3 which I think have just helped me survive winter. Firstly, I have my black tailored coat, and I think this is just a really great all-round coat. If I could only have one coat, it would be this one. It works with literally everything in my wardrobe. It is really long. I just feel great when I wear it. I can dress it up, I can dress it down. It is a mix of wool and cashmere, so it's really warm. And it's just a great all-rounder type of coat. I think especially when your coat is basically your whole outfit during winter, you have to wear something you love, right? And I love this coat. This is my 3rd winter with it, and I don't see myself getting sick of it anytime soon, which is great. For when it's really, 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 really cold, I have these 2 coats. I have this long puffer. This is from a Chinese brand that you probably have never heard of, because I had never heard of it until I bought it. But it's from a brand called Bossideng. This is the coat that I bought to wear in Finland when it was minus 30 degrees. By the way, this is what my eyelashes looked like when it was minus 30 degrees, just so you can get a sense of how cold it was. This coat was so necessary. I often get questions about how to style a puffer or how to wear a puffer and still look cute. I'm laughing because, I just think it is what it is. It's a puffer coat. I mean, how cute can you really look in one? You just have to embrace the puff. I mean, maybe look for one that has a waist belt so that you can give yourself a bit of shape when you're wearing it. I would say maybe put a bit more effort into your hair and makeup, or wear a slightly fancier bag with it so you can dress it up. But like I said, it is what it is. Just embrace the marshmallow aesthetic. And then my second ultra warm coat is this shearling one that I got maybe 2 years ago now from W Concept. This one is 100% wool, and I love that because I think most shearling coats that you see are quite a bit of synthetic. So when I saw that this was 100% wool. Yeah, I was really happy with it. I always had wanted a shearling coat, but I didn't want a, polyester one. This is so warm. I can't wear this if it's over 5 degrees because I genuinely get too hot. I have to save this for when it's like super, super cold. Basically, invest in warm things and your future non-frozen self will thank you. Shoes. They carry you through life, literally. So if there's one category that is worth spending a little bit extra in, I would say it is a comfortable pair of leather shoes. When shoes are made with better materials and higher craftsmanship, they will actually support your feet and they will get more comfortable the more you wear them. Unlike cheap plasticky shoes that seem to get worse with every wear. A well-made leather shoe will have high quality leather that softens over time. You'll have proper arch support so that your feet and your legs and your back won't be aching after a long day of walking. And they'll also be more durable because what is the point of spending, £40 on a pair of shoes that you're just gonna throw away in 6 months anyway? I think that if you are going to invest, then again, I would go classic over trendy. Go for timeless styles, an ankle boot, a sleek loafer, a simple summer sandal. When I look at my collection, these are the shoes that I've had for years, and these are the ones that I'm going to continue wearing for years. And something I do to make them last even longer, I take them to the cobbler and put a sole on them as well. I think this makes such a difference. Instead of wearing down the soles, you can have your shoes last for years and years and years. And I really think that there is something to be said about taking the time to take care of your things. We're so used to fast fashion and everything being so disposable, but when you invest in pieces you love and you take the time and effort to maintain them, they reward you by lasting for years. And it just feels good knowing that you're looking after what you own. Underwear, pajamas, loungewear. I've kind of put all these things in one category because they all sort of serve a similar purpose. They're the first thing you put on and the last thing you take off. And so I think they should make you feel good. So first things first, this is your sign to get rid of your old underwear. Yes, the ones that have holes in, the ones where the elastic is hanging on for dear life, the ones you keep just in case but never actually wear. Just get rid of them. Because honestly, having nice, comfortable, well-fitting underwear is one of those small luxuries in life that just makes your day so much better. Even if no one sees it, you see it and you feel it. And confidence all begins with that first layer. If you don't know where to start, I personally love organic cotton. It uses less pesticides than normal cotton, so it's better for like skin sensitivity. I also really like Tencel. They're very breathable and soft, and they won't make you feel like you are dying to take them off at the end of the day. Okay, now let's talk about pajamas and loungewear. And this is coming from someone who is actively trying to up their loungewear and pajama game. Right now, a lot of my pajamas and loungewear are like old t-shirts and mismatched pajama bottoms, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want and if that's what you're comfortable with. But the thing is, I feel like there's no separation between my pajamas and my loungewear. They just kind of blend into one big, cozy, but chaotic mess. And then I kind of like just find myself wearing pajamas all day, which, whilst comfortable, don't get me wrong, doesn't make me feel like I've got my life together. So I've decided that 2025 is going to be the year that I invest in better quality pajamas and loungewear. I'm thinking matching pajama sets because we all know a coordinated set is the way to go. It makes me feel like I know what I'm doing when I don't have a clue most of the time. And soft, high quality natural fibers because we don't want to be waking up in a sweaty mess in the middle of the night. And then I'm also on the lookout for actual loungewear and not just old clothes. My old clothes, served me well, I saved money, but now I do feel like I'm ready to have some nicer loungewear. Things that feel good enough to wear at home and, run around and do errands in as well. At the end of the day, personal style is about wearing what makes you feel like the best version of you. And that's why investing in key pieces that you truly love to wear is worth it. So let me show you mine and why they work for me. First up, jackets and blazers. A great jacket is like armor for me. It instantly makes me feel strong, put together, and ready to take on the day. I've had some of these blazers and jackets for years, and I just know that whenever I put them on, I feel unstoppable. Next up, silk slip dresses. This silk dress is my go-to for holidays and summer evenings. It's versatile, it's timeless, and it makes me feel effortlessly chic. At the time when I bought it a few years ago, it was an investment. It is quite a pricey item, and it's not necessarily one I wear constantly, but I know that when I do wear it, I just feel amazing. And I even found the brown polka dot version on Vinted, which I remember it coming out years ago, and I just thought, I can't afford that right now. And I found it on Vinted last summer, and I was so excited. And it's just a reminder that by shopping pre-loved, you can invest in high quality pieces while still being mindful of your budget. And then of course, button-down shirts. I love my Max shirts from Cezanne. They are amazing quality, really thick, organic cotton. I wear them all the time. And then I also have a few shirts from With Nothing Underneath. I love their tensile shirts. They're so soft and fluid, and they just tuck in so easily into jeans. And they specialize in shirts, so they really know what they're doing. And finally, black trousers. For me, these are such a backbone of my wardrobe. They're the piece that ties everything together. And so I'm willing to invest in quality and tailoring to make sure that they fit perfectly. They make the rest of my wardrobe make sense. And so for me, a pair of black trousers in, different shapes and materials is a really good investment into everything else in my wardrobe. So what do I think you can save on? I think the first thing that you can save on are your casual sneakers. I don't think you need to spend loads on this category. Adidas, New Balance, Converse, Vans, Onitsuka Tiger. I think all these brands make such great trainers in so many different styles and colors. I don't think you need to spend loads on casual trainers. Obviously, if you are someone that loves sneakers and all like the latest releases, then this is a completely different conversation. But if you're someone like me who, just wears their trainers very casually, then yeah, Converse, that's fine for me. T-shirts and tank tops. So as someone who loves a basic, I also don't think that you need to spend loads on your t-shirts and your tank tops. I think that so many high street brands offer really great ones. Make sure it's 100% cotton or cotton with a little bit of elastane so it has some stretch. Make sure it's not see-through, and make sure the seams are nice and tight, and that's all you need. And then lastly, denim. I don't think you need to spend hundreds and hundreds on a designer pair of denim jeans. Some of my favorites have come from And Other Stories or Arquette, and even Levi's. Levi's is in that sort of like mid-range price bracket. I just did a Levi's video. If you are interested, I'll also leave that linked in the description box. And they have so many styles and leg lengths and colors and washes that, yeah, I just think even Levi's is a great option. For more style tips that you might find helpful, you can watch this video on screen that is all about 5 style mistakes that you might be making. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Idyl for partnering with me on this video. Remember to use my code Adeline10 if you are looking to purchase anything. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.